Looks like we are going live. We are live. Very exciting. Well, I want to welcome you all back to Retirement is Underrated. My name is Tim. Hopefully, I'm looking kind of at you. I've got my camera in a new position tonight. I actually have got one of those little clamps that you clip on something, so I'm trying that. It looks like I'm looking a little bit up. So let's see if I. Nope, that's not much better. So anyway, I will try to look at the camera and not talk to the ceiling like that. That is not very cool if I talk to the ceiling like that because you all think I'm pretty crazy. So don't talk to the ceiling. Hey, CG Anime, how are you tonight? Yes, things are going pretty good. It's been a busy day. I had my contractor over here at the house today doing some work, doing the last minute stuff outside. We're trying to get as much work as we can done on the house so that we get it done before the cold weather sets in. So he was doing a whole bunch of work outside, caulking the windows. He's got to bring a super tall ladder over. He's got to bring a 16-foot ladder because we've got a garage going underneath the house, and then driveway going to a garage under the house, and then he's got to go from that all the way up to the second floor window, which is quite the reach. I'm glad it's him going up there and not me. Hey, Buzz. Well, thank you for joining me, Buzz. I'm honored and glad you can join us. I've had fun with your recent videos. That it's funny. I've gotten in the spirit of things. I've put up a whole bunch of Halloween videos. It's funny. I get so many views on the Halloween little shorts about nothing. And I've got a bunch of Christmas stuff coming up. So, yeah, we were at Lowe's and Home Depot. So I figured why not, take a bunch of clips, break them into little things and, have some fun with it. So that's what we did. And I've got my last one coming out tomorrow. But it's kind of fun. And I like that house, Buzz, where you went to that had all the lights and everything. They're raising money for the charity, so that's pretty cool. And so we're running out of warm weather here. Oh, it was cool. Yeah, it was cool. And so you're sitting by the fire. Do you have an outside fire you got going? That would be neat. I've actually got in the back. We were doing a whole bunch of cleaning up in the yard, so I had my contractor's son. He came over. I pay him like $20 an hour, but the kid does a great job on the yard. So I pay him $20, and he's cutting all of these bushes down, and he's taking the logs and put them up for a fire. So I've got a big stack of wood in the back. So maybe I'll take a video of that. That'd be kind of fun. Do a little fireside chat. I don't know if I'll do a live stream or maybe a video of it. I'm not sure. It's been kind of let's see. Oh, I'll have to check that out, Buzz. Yeah, there's something about fire that is just so awesome. I love. I haven't done as many fires. Oh, I had a few fires early on. We actually burned a lot of stuff that we were working on the house. We took some decking off. We burned that in the backyard. We had a whole bunch of stuff. So we've been going crazy. The next step is we're actually going to be doing the little bathroom here behind this wall here behind my little tree. And by the way, that tree, that one right there, is usually by the window. But I figured a little decorative, added there. Let's see. After power washing, I'm drying out. Okay, nice. Yeah, we had the power washer going too at the house. He did the front gutters, cleaned those off, did the garage doors. He did a whole bunch of stuff, cleaned it up. It looked great. At first, it was funny because the power washer was stored in the basement. So, and he told me, the previous power washer that I had it stored in the garage. And what happened is, with it, I left some water in it, and unfortunately, it froze and it blew out the little gauge or thing, the pressure thing underneath. So I had to get a new one. But this one worked fine. He just had to take a little the sewing pin and clear out the head. There was some dirt in there from being in the basement, but boy, that does a fantastic job. And I had him put some gutter guards in, so that was good. We had actually, I had gutters put on for the first time on the garage, and I found that there's leaves. I mean, it was full of leaves. In fact, the downspout got clogged. So I got this long. It's funny because I have a still blower that gas power. So I had that going, but there's an attachment that goes out about 12 feet on the blower. So there's a long thing. You take off the original one, you put on that, and then you have it extended, and it has a little hook on the end. And of course, you rev the engine, and you've got it up there, and you're trying to point it down into the gutter. And this thing is like a jetpack. So when you're revving it, it's so unwieldy. It's like you feel like you're going up with a power washer doing crazy, crazy stuff. So it was funny, but the respects to the guys who did the rest of the clearing. It's just amazing. But he put the gutter guards on it and put some cleaner on the roof of the garage, and that was good. I got a lot of the stuff. We had a lot of moss and stuff growing on the roof of the garage because we had a lot of trees around. So we got that cleared out. So let's see what else happened today. So I did 2 loads of laundry. I'm very domesticated. So I did 2 loads of laundry, 2 loads of dishes. We had lots of dishes. And my wife and daughter were both working. In fact, good news. My daughter, who just graduated, let's see, Russell Sage College she's a graphic design major. So she designs all sorts of things with a computer, arts and advertising. So she had 2 interviews that she went on, and of course she's very nervous about getting a job and all. And so she just heard back yesterday. She had an interview with the state of New York, so she got the job with the state of New York. It's incredible, and they pay good money. I mean, I was shocked, guys. I mean, what they start a salary at. She's starting at 52,000 a year. I was like, what? And I'm like, I never started that much. It took me a long time. I hate to tell you, when I first started off making when I was working, it was bad, bad. Yeah, I started off at a bank. I was a teller. I think I was making $200 a week at the time. Then I was making big money when I started my first computer job, and I was making 14,000. It took me years to actually even get up to what she'll be making now. So it's a wonderful opportunity. So I was super excited for her. And hey, Tiger, how you doing, bud? Uh, I've been following your progress on your diet too, and doing all your measures and everything. We're cheering for you, man. Hoping everything goes well. You can do it. We believe in you, man. Looks like you're doing everything you can to go after it. So that's fantastic. You know. Um, so what else is going on? All sorts of stuff. And it's funny. So I've got a couple more videos coming out for the shorts, and it's so funny because on my regular views on the videos, I might get 50 or so people watching, and occasionally I get a few more on the regular videos. But the shorts, man, it must be that people have short attentions because some of them I get like 1,800 views for the most stupidest thing in the world. I mean, when I talk about going to Walmart and I'm at a Dunkin' Donuts and that gets 1,800 views, I mean, if there's something wrong. So so I'm posting the little ones because for me, maybe it'll drive some traffic to the channel. I don't know what your guys' experience is. So we're trying it. We're doing everything. We're doing the regular videos. We're doing the shorts. I'm doing the live videos and giving that a try. And I actually got this new. I was saying earlier, Buzz. I got this new. Let's see if I can hold this so people can see. I got this little thing called SmallRig, and they got them on Amazon. And it's a little clamp. So you would actually. What I've got is on my phone holder here, where I put my iPhone, where I could have it right in front of me. And so what I've got is one of those Logitech cameras that sit on the top of my computer. So I screwed that on the top of this, and then that's clamped to my phone holder. So that's what we're looking through now. Because I had a tripod, the last feed, And I had it propped books underneath it because the arm of the thing was like, and you have to lift it up. And so, you know, let's see. See. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a pretty neat little device. I actually watched this, The New Retired Me. I don't know, Buzz, if you had ever seen that channel. He does a lot of retirement videos. He's also got a photography channel. And let's see. Uh, Ron, I forget what his name is. Ron, the retired Ron, or Ron's Journey. Ron's retired. Gosh, I forget now. He's got a couple different streams he does, but he does photography and he does a retirement channel. So that's been fantastic watching those. So been having a lot of fun, and of course, it's the holidays here too. Because what did you know? I'm going to pull over my little bag of tricks here. Last year, I got some stuff for family and friends from Swiss Colony. So guess what I'm getting this year? I've gotten more Swiss. I got this catalog, Swiss Colony. Thank you very much. Then, just to make sure I got that catalog, they sent me another. Whoops, Swiss Colony. I got that one. Looks good. Then, just to be sure that I got that one, I just got another one, Swiss Colony. You think they want my business? And of course, then you've got the L.O. Baines. How many of you get inundated with L.O. Baines catalogs? I've got whoops. Let's see. Got one there. See, I'm always getting my left and right on the camera. Anyway, 2 L.L. Bean catalogs. It's insane. It's the season of getting flooded with things. So I can't believe we're almost coming up on the holidays. So with the catalogs arriving, it's time. And the nice weather is starting to go away here. But we've got a lot of leaves have come down. We just passed the peak season, so a lot of leaves are now coming down. I don't know how are the leaves out by you guys? Did they already fall, or did they? Are they still in the process of coming down? I mean, I think I probably cleared the yard. Oh gosh, at least 4 or 5 times now. I keep on clearing it. It's just crazy. So I'm going to be clearing it again tomorrow. And so it's a constant, but it's fun being outside. I do enjoy it. And, hopefully soon get to do a little fire outside. That's always enjoyable. And going through, and I've been selling a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Just sold a dry sink, one of those antique pieces. It's a square piece of furniture with 2 doors, and it's got a section where you can put different arrangements, but it's set in like a sink. They call them dry sinks. So I just sold one of those. And so we've been doing all sorts of work here on the house, and we're going to do more painting and fixing things up and doing all sorts of exciting things. So yeah, it's been going pretty well. What's new in your guys' world? What's going on in your corners? Anything exciting going on? Let's see, cooking burgers. Oh, okay. Well, you enjoy your burgers, Buzz. Thanks for joining us, and say hi to Mrs. Buzz for us, and we'll see you on your next stream. Thanks for coming by. Hey, Tiger, any news on the house? Any more bites on the house so far, or how are things going in that neck of the woods? And CG, I saw your one video where you were talking about watching the one video a whole bunch of times, and sometimes I have. There's some movies, man. I could watch a whole bunch of things. Oh, House of Stuff. It'll sell, man. It just takes a while. Yeah, it was good, but it really struck a chord with me, CG, because I totally get it. I've got movies like that, and sometimes I get connected with a movie because I think of the times I've watched a movie with my father. So we used to watch a lot of movies together and TV programs. We used to watch the Benny Hill Show. I don't know if you guys ever saw. CG, you're a young guy. That probably wasn't around, or you may know of it, you may not, but I think Tiger might know of it. But the Benny Hill Show, that was out of England. We used to watch that and have a lot of fun with it, or some of the old All in the Family, or some of the old shows. But Evie, hello there. How are you, Evie? Thanks for dropping by. How's your dad doing, Evie? Is he doing okay? I have to pop over and see if he's got any more bike videos out there. But nice to see you too. Evie, I was just showing off a piece of equipment that I just got. Excuse me. I got this little clamp. Um, let's see, the channel called, oh, good. Okay, he's taking a break, but I'm glad he's good. That's the important thing, you know. Tell him we all wish him well and hope he's doing well. Yeah, I got a little clamp here, and I've actually got a phone clamped onto my phone holder, but it's got a little screw thing on the top where I screwed the camera that sits on top of my computer, the Logitech. But I got that so it would raise up a little more. The last time I did a live feed, the um, the camera would it was weighed down by the it was extended too far, so it kept on drooping down. I actually had to put books underneath it to kind of prop things up. But and then I was going over, do you get pummeled by the holiday catalogs? I started getting a whole bunch of. Oh, you use one of those on the recumbent? Oh, cool. Yeah, they are handy. They got a whole bunch of attachments for those too. They've even got ones with the extended arm. Um, so I'm pretty excited about it. The fact that it can cling on to anything. Have you ever seen the new Retired Me channel? I have to put his link on my recommended links as well. It's a good. He just got back from I think Scotland, so he did a bunch of photography over there and did some streams. He's trying to do. Oh yes. Oh good, good. Yeah, isn't he good? I mean, he does such a great job with. Yep, he does such a great job with filming and his different angles, and I love the way. I have to try it sometimes, but I love the way he films where he's walking along, and I think you've done that a few times. What's he doing? Oh, Tim, yeah. Oh, Tim Conway, CJ. Yep, Tim Conway's hysterical. He is. Oh man, you ever see him on the Carol Burnett show? He and Harvey Korman used to do a skit. They had did one with Tim Conway was the dentist, and Harvey Korman was getting his teeth worked on, and it was the funniest thing ever. And they also did one where Tim Conway would tell the story about two elephants that had their trunks joined, and he has a whole dialogue, and it's hysterical. Let's see. He says he has two channels. The other one is the Life Emotions. No, it is called Life in Motion is his other channel. So he had the new Retire Me, Life in Motion, and then the um, the photography channel, which he doesn't post to as much. He's got a Leica black and white camera that he's trying to figure out, and he's been using Photoshop to kind of bring out the photos. Now my father, it's funny, he used to have an old Leica film camera, but they were incredible. I mean, my father's been gone a long time, but a lot of film. Let's see. Do you know his friend Ron? Yes, I'm actually subscribed to Ron. I just watched Ron. Um, Ron just posted a video which was interesting. I had talked about let's see how we store our media. Like we record videos for this YouTube channel or our individual channels, and then what do you do with them? Of course, being a computer guy, or well, I was a computer guy. I've got a NAS, network attached storage, so I store the videos on that. And my daughter does a lot of pictures and graphic work, so she's got a NAS of her own. But I see the videos taking up so much space, and it's growing rapidly. So the discussion that he had was, what do you do with all of these videos after a while? Do you keep the individual videos that made up your video, like the raw images, the pictures, the thumbnails, maybe the sound file, and then the actual video that gets uploaded. So he had some discussion. I think his takeaway was after a period of time, he's just going to get rid of the videos and not even keep them because what he found, I think his channel once got hijacked, and when he reposted the videos again the second time around, they weren't as popular. So, he didn't think it was worth it. I guess you can never go home anymore. What was a success one time may not be the second time. Let's take a look at the chat here. Yep. So I know Ron. Let's see. Tim Conway. Yeah, Tim Conway was hysterical. He could get. I mean, they were always in stitches, cracking up. Let's see. He said, I was watching Tim on a live in his yard. He was waiting on his friends to go for a bike ride. And about Tim. Yeah, let's see. And Ron walked up. I was like, hey, I know him. Yep. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they do a lot of photography trips together, where they'll both go away and take different pictures. So that's kind of cool, and that's kind of how I found out about Ron. So let's see, how long have I been retired? Okay, that's a great question. I actually retired in 2023. I was 59 and a half. I was a software developer. Actually, I worked in the hospital market. I did hospital information systems. I worked on the Meditech system. Spent most of my career doing that. I worked for Meditech, the company in Westwood, Massachusetts. I also was with the Army Reserves in the 1980s, got activated for Desert Shield in 1990, about 2 months after I got married with my wife. So let's see. And then we moved up here to New York in 2004 with our two children. My son now is 27. Let's see, he's 27. My daughter is 22. She'll be 23 in December. And in fact, Evie, she just got. I think it was on D and Doug's live stream. I plugged that she had an interview with the state of New York, so she got the job. They just called her, and Gabby got the job, and so they're starting her at a great salary. So it's amazing what they're paying them now. But she'll be starting next Wednesday, so appreciate all of your prayers for that. I know a lot of people were keeping her in their thoughts, and super proud of her. She's doing great. Just talked to my son over in Europe, and so he's in Romania doing missions work, and he's doing great. But yeah, so I retired in February of 2023. I had a lot of stress going on in my employment. I had started working for a company called Leidos, and I was a data engineer, and we were moving large quantities of data, and it just was a very stressful environment. And at that point, I had enough. I was 59 and a half. I just felt the stress getting to me. So I talked to my wife, and I looked at what we had put aside. I said, gee, can I retire? Because I can't take it anymore. So she said, absolutely. I mean, she still works. She works for health benefits. And so, she'll probably retire in the next year or so with some stuff, which I'll announce at a later date. But, so yeah, she's still working. So I'm a kept man. She works for benefits, and I'm at home. So I do a lot of the household stuff, make sure the household's squared away and everything's taken care of. Did 2 loads of laundry, 2 loads of dishes. I moved 2 huge wheelbarrows of dirt to fill in holes around the yard. So I did that. Got to plant some grass. And your question, yep, I've been retired. It's going on. Let's see, I've had 3 distributions so far on retirement. I love it. It is so underrated, retirement. Let's see, do your kids know about your YouTube channel? Yes, they do. My daughter says, oh, you look so cute on your YouTube channel. So, I guess I'm cute on the YouTube channel. No. But yeah, and my son John knows about it. In fact, he's watched and showed some of his friends over in Romania. And let's see, does your friend? Yeah, she is sweet. So Tiger, does your friends? I'm not sure. Is that a question, or do my friends know that I do a YouTube channel? I talk to it about to everybody. So I'm always plugging it. If I go down to the liquor store, I'm telling them about my YouTube channel. If I'm talking to somebody in the grocery store, I tell them about my YouTube channel. In fact, we were up at the Hildene up in Vermont with some friends, and oh, sorry, I meant if your friends knew. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I got fat fingers myself. Yeah, I just, uh, you know, even people I meet while I'm out and about. I love talking with people while I'm out, and I'm going to do a video about that too. Actually, somebody on YouTube asked me if I would do a video on that, but about not being isolated in retirement and meeting people. So that's coming out soon. But anyway, yeah, so they know about it. I let everybody know about it that I can. I have a Facebook page, so I let people know on that I posted a video. But a lot, it's funny, with the channel, I may have X number of subscribers, but a lot of mine are just from people who just see my stuff come up regularly. It's like 90%, 95% of people who actually watch my stuff aren't subscribed. It'd be great if they were subscribed. That would be wonderful. But yeah, a lot of stuff. So I'm doing the shorts, the live, and then you know, let's see, the shorts, the live, and the full content. So, well, thank you, CJ. Yeah, I hope it keeps on growing too. It's, I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to get. It's easy to get hung up on things, wanting it to grow. And cute little water bottles, huh? We got a whole bunch of them from where else? Amazon. Drink a ton of water. But yeah, so just learning a lot. There was a person who Simply Debbie Sue recommended. He's an older guy, and I'm so bad with names. Forgive me. If I think of it later, I'll try to post it on the channel. But he's an older guy. He's 80 years old. He started a YouTube at 80, and he's doing phenomenal. And I follow him as well now. And Simply Debbie Sue had recommended that to me, so I've been watching him as well. And Old Mike, thank you, Abby. I'm so glad you remember names. I'm so terrible. I'd forget my name if it wasn't written down. So oh yeah, old me doing better. Yeah, you're doing better than me. Yeah, he's great. He has such a way with the way he describes things, and he's been interviewed. Yep, if you ain't dead, let's see. If you ain't dead, you ain't done. Yeah, exactly. I love that. It's just like, don't stop, keep on going. I just love it. Yes, he's been a pastor, which helps speaking. Um, I've done, a little disclosure on my past. I've done sermons. I've done, speaking at church and doing all that stuff. It helps. It just in the sense that talking in front of people, it helps a little bit. I tell you, the first time I ever got in front of a group of people ever to speak, I was a nervous wreck. My whole body was shaking like crazy. But I learned to work into it. And, I was watching somebody and just, you know, somebody had recommended just be passionate. You just pretend like, you're just talking and have a conversation with another person. And I thought that's wonderful. And isn't that in a sense what we're doing with one another? We're just having a conversation with each other, sharing our lives, what we've been through, our walks, what we're going after in our lives. And that's why I love this community so much. I like watching Evie's stuff and CG and Tiger and Simply Debbie Sue. Everyone's coming at it from a different angle, and we're all sharing our story and things we're going through. So it's a wonderful thing. So yeah, it's good stuff. Now, Evie, I picked up you're in Texas, correct? If I read that right. And Tiger, you've got your let's see, it helps when people have comments, if we like it or not. Yes, Texas. Let's see. Let's see. Well, Tiger, you're doing fine. I don't think I think you're perfectly fine. What I think sometimes we're our own worst critics. sometimes, we don't, if we can only see through others' eyes what they see, um, through, I can't stand listening to myself, or, when I heard my voice for the first time, recorded, I was like, oh, no, 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 no. But I've slowly have gotten over it. And, it, I just want to, with this channel, let's see, 100%, we always hate. Yeah, we do. We're our own worst critics. Uh, everybody else does a better job but us. And it's like, at a certain point, I just have to get over that and just plug on. If people are going to listen, and they're going to listen. I used to, um, oh, hey, Fire Dr. Ninja Turtle. I'm glad you joined us. Thank you, sir. Glad to have you here. You're here with Tiger. Well, I'm glad you're here with Tiger. Thank you for joining us. Love having you. Yeah, I just love this community because I get to see how different people are living their retirement. And even if you're not retired yet, I don't think CG is retired yet, but he's having a great time. He's doing his channel. He's putting lots of stuff out. He's got a lot of excitement about what he's doing. That's wonderful. And so we're all coming at it from a different perspective. So I wish all of you the best of success. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and it seems to be the thing now. Um, I call us talking heads. People are a lot more attracted to um, people having discussions, and I think that's something we really lack today in this world. People are so, they'll be on their devices, or they'll be, looking at this, and they're not paying attention to each other. I remember when my kids had some other friends over, they're all on their phones. And, at one point they were texting each other while they're in the same room. I'm like, guys, talk to each other. But, it's, yeah, I think everybody at CG has got a place at the table. I think everybody's got something to add, including yourself, And, my goal here, I want to share with folks what I've learned. I'm certainly no expert on being retired. I mean, we've all come at retirement a different way. I mean, I retired because I was stressed out. But luckily, somebody at my workplace that was, let's see, I had started working at this last area where it came from in 2004, and a gal who actually polar opposite of me. I mean, we couldn't be any more different, but she's become a friend of the family. She's much older than myself, but she's probably about 16, 19 years older than my wife and myself. But she became the best friends of us, and has been coming to Thanksgiving for years. But she had said to me years ago, she said, you really need to save for retirement. You need to take advantage of this 403 that the hospital had offered. So I did. I took her at her word. I did it. And I had some other things, but nothing, I had young kids. I was focused on that. But I listened to her. And years later, that because of that, I was able to retire. And I said to her, I said, Eileen, I said, it's because of you and that conversation with me that I was able to retire when I did. So thank you. And so, I share that. So each of us has something to offer. And if I can encourage anybody who's young, or on their journey, it doesn't even matter. I started saving aggressively for retirement when I was 41, 42 years old. So, and it grew. It really did take off, and it was wonderful. Um, the younger you can start, the better. You won't have to save as much. You know, it just start now, and just go after it and share your story. So I encourage folks. So this is an opportunity, and I've got a ton of stuff. It's funny. I've got a spreadsheet off on Google Sheets of a ton of stuff I want to talk to, but I keep on getting sidetracked by different stuff. So I want to talk all about the things that I've done uh, for retirement, the importance of being debt free. Um, huge, 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 huge. It's the biggest killer of retirement, I think, is being in debt. So I want to talk about that, and I love listening to you guys, you know, about the things that you've done and how you came about retirement. I mean, each one has its own little flavor of how they're doing it. So anyway, any other questions you guys have for me, or things that, let's see, have you just subscribed? Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you're talking to one another. It's, it's and now it comes to challenge. It's funny because I've subscribed to so many channels now. I'm, I'm some, I don't, I can't always seem to catch up with everybody. So I'm playing catch up sometimes, and I've had to resort because there's so many videos coming through the screen that I've gone to each individual person's name, and then I make a point of going to each one's individually because you can't. There's so many great folks out there who are doing different things. So anyway, let's see. So I plan on doing the live feed here every Tuesday night. Does this time seem to work for everyone? Let's see. Question: How many has been you 1 point for Tiger for asking the question. How many suspenders do I own? Let's see. I've got the black ones, I've got the red one, I've got the white one, and I think I've got a blue pair. So I've actually got four of them. The red ones were a lot looser, and I got hay in them when I was working on the front of the house. So I put them through the washer. Now I've got the black ones on. I haven't worn the white ones yet because I don't have a dress-up occasion that I go to. But that's my uniform, suspenders. And honestly, the suspenders, they're very strategic because I've tried all sorts of, I don't know, guys, for the guys out there, belt. I hadn't found a belt that would keep my pants up. Because I got no rear end and I've got belly, and so the pants would slide. So finally, and I've tried all sorts of things, the ones with the elastic on the side, a really tight belt. And then finally I tried suspenders, and that kept it on, because honestly, I would be carrying groceries into the kitchen and the pants would just fall down to the ground. Then I would be shuffling out to the kitchen with 2 grocery bags and my pants around my ankles while I'm walking to the kitchen. So suspenders save you all from that. So they're wonderful. I swear by them. I don't see them on many people, but so yes, four is the answer to that question. And I probably should throw out some of my suspenders. Let's see, I can work with any scheduled time. Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to do it every Tuesday at 7. I've been actually watching a podcast at 6 that it's a realtor in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Jen Sylvester. She has a wonderful real estate channel that I will watch just before this live stream. And then I also watch a couple other realtor ones. There's, I can't remember the other 2, but some of the people that follow Buzz also follow that one as well. So I've run into a couple of folks over there. But anyway, I'm probably going to call it a night here, but I will see you next Tuesday. I'll be posting some things. I'm probably going to do a little. Actually, Buzz had said he had uploaded a video of he was having an outdoor fire. So be sure to check out his channel and check out his outdoor fire. And I got a few things coming up. I've got a whole bunch of shorts that I got to publish. So anyway, thank you everybody for coming by. I'm so pleased. I never quite know who's gonna. Videos. Oh, let me ask a question while I'm here. Who have any of you had a problem with the live feeds? Maybe Evie, you tend to do a lot of lives. I've scheduled lives, like I'd scheduled tonight at 7. So then I'll close it out and try to come back and then start it up. But for some reason, it doesn't want to start up. So like tonight's that I had scheduled for 7, I had actually scheduled another one for 7:01 and delete the one for 7. So I don't know if there's just something silly that I'm doing, but anyway, I figured I'd ask that question, but I'll give it 1 second here. But I think I'm going to sign off, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you, and hope you have a wonderful week and your journey. And I look forward to seeing, let's see, no problems, but I don't schedule. Okay, so you just go live with your streams. I might just do that. Maybe I'll make a post about had started about starting live. Maybe I'll do it that way and then just go live with it. Some people schedule them ahead and they're fine, but I've run into some technical difficulties. Anyway, good night, everybody. Best wishes to all of you. We'll talk to you soon. And I think somewhere, where's the end? Oh, see, my camera's blocking the end of the stream, so I have to click it here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.